Yo, hey, it's December 1st. November's over. And let me show you what happened last month on my YouTube channel. I actually made well over 30 videos. I actually made a total of 69 videos in the month of November. And of course, the month before, October, I made 56 videos. But let me kind of give you a little insight on those videos. In October, I made 56 videos. And I didn't really start till like I think it was like October 8th or something like that or whatever. I like the beginning of the second week in October is really when I started this whole new YouTube journey. But I didn't promote any of that content. I didn't share it on Facebook. I didn't send any emails about those videos. All I did, I just made the content, uploaded it, kept the thumbnails pretty simple, nothing fancy at all about any of those thumbnails. I just kept it very simple. But what was interesting, seemed like I got more views. I noticed the end of this month, my views like just went like way down. Let me show you here. Okay, you can see here that like I started here November 1st, and it's so funny. It seemed like the beginning of the month, it seemed like the views kind of dip down and then they kind of shoot back up. But you can look here, you can see here, it's been around about 1,000 views a day or so. Some days, a lot of peaks and valleys, and everybody's graph is going to be kind of like this in general. But if I noticed around the November 24th, things started taking a dip there, and about 280 views, video views, long form video views for that last day, which was November 30th. But you can see the trend there. But it was kind of like very similar trend the beginning of November coming out of October. I didn't notice even at the end of October last month that the views went down some, which is kind of weird. Again, all these videos is just giving me more information and everything. And I'm going to do some different things for the month of November. I'll kind of share that here in just a few moments. But I did notice too, when it came to my videos for November, I did 69 videos for the month of November. But what I did in November that I didn't do in October, in November, I promoted a lot of that content. I shared it on Facebook. I shared it in emails. I was constantly sharing a lot of content. We were putting it on blogs and all that. And I heard other people saying the same thing, that don't share your videos when you first upload them. And I kind of just, I heard some of that even before I started. And I've been hearing a lot of other people saying the same things. And so I don't know, maybe they have something there. Maybe you really don't need to share your videos until maybe like a week or so later. It's always great because, of course, YouTube gives you the ability to share your content and give you the links and all that stuff, and you can embed them. So they want it to be shared. However, I think with the algorithm, maybe it kind of messes up with what they're trying to do in terms of trying to find the audience. So you really want to, I'm learning now. And again, I don't know, I'm just going to test it again. So this month, in the month of November, I'm not going to share any of my new videos for at least maybe a week or so. So I won't like make a video and then share it. Nope, not going to do any of that. I'm going to kind of go back to what we were doing in October, because it seems like that worked better to me. It just seemed like it worked better. I mean, you can see it here. Just a pretty dramatic drop in terms of the views, coming to the end of the month, the beginning of November. Just kind of weird. I also kind of tested that new promo feature on some of my videos, back in November as well, because I heard people talking about it, where you can pay YouTube and it can give you more views, can give you more subscribers or whatever. You just pay them. It's just like an ad. Facebook does ads, Instagram does that. It's just basically an ad, but it's a very simplistic ad. It's not all complicated like the normal route. And let me show you what happened when I did that, which I thought was kind of interesting. Let me pull it up here. It gave me total for the month of November. It gave me a total of, let me see if I can zoom in on this, 2,797 subscribers, but it wasn't all just from the ad. That's just total, because I have a lot of videos or whatever now, obviously, and so I got a lot of subscribers just from my regular videos and people just watching videos, older videos and all that as well. So Almost 3,000 new subscribers. And I broke it down so you can see here, like I went into, like these are some of the videos I just kind of tested and how much I paid for those ads. And it gives you right here on the far right how much. Now these four up here, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I didn't even run for a whole week. I just kind of ran maybe, I mean, for the full length of the ad. I think the ad runs like, it automatically defaults to like 2 weeks or something like that. And I think I only ran it for like maybe 4 or 5 days or something like that. It may be a week. I have to look at it again, but it wasn't even the full term. And again, just testing, just seeing how this stuff works. Oh, by the way, these can also go toward your subscribers, can go toward your qualification for monetization. You know, I don't know if these subscribers are like really engaged. Obviously, they're sharing. YouTube is sharing the information. Some people subscribe or whatever. You know, it's all good, but I don't know how. You know, I'll find out later down the road. The first one I did right here at the bottom, you know, just to kind of give you a little insight. I ran that the full term because that was the first one that I just kind of tested, and I paid about $100 for it. And it gave me a lot of impressions, gave me, you know, quite a bit of views, and gave me 833 new subs. So I added all that up together. It came out to like, what was it? 1,427 subscribers. So if you minus that from the 27 total for the month of November, comes out to 1,370 that were actually, I guess you could say, organic. Okay, so so I had like 1,300 organic, 14 that were paid, and it came out to 2,797 subscribers. So it just kind of helped, just kind of give you. And again, I'm just playing around with some of these different features on YouTube. I want to know what's available and see what things that you can do to really make your, you know, make your growth of your channel happen. And I heard people talking about it, and I was like, you know, let me just try and see what, you know, what happens with it or whatever. I think it's cool. I don't know how. I mean, of course, it could definitely help with you getting qualification. You still need to watch hours as well. But I did notice maybe even a lot of those, you know, a lot of those impressions and a lot of those views led to other views and other people looking at other you know, pieces of content on my channel. So a lot can happen with that. That's why you definitely, you know, want to make sure you have a pretty consistent schedule to upload content. But it was interesting. And again, it was just an experiment. I'm not running any ads on this now. That I think I ended those last ones like sometime early last week or whatever. But I was just curious to see how it worked. Seemed like it worked pretty good. But I don't think it's anything that I'm going to, you know, continue to do for a long period of time, simply because I don't know how engaged that audience is in terms of with my content. I'm sure some of them are or what have you, but I'm really looking for more engagement because that helps with the growth of the channel, helps with the retention of people watching your videos, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, but again, to each his own. If you something you want to try it out, whatever, test it or whatever, and just kind of see how it works for you. But I kind of tested it just to kind of let you know some things I was doing on my channel for the month of November. Pretty interesting, you know, but overall, you know, we didn't quite hit the goal. I'm looking at my numbers here. I think we finished out last month with about $420 in terms of ad revenue. And I'll look at some of the other you know, stats as well. This is just kind of a preliminary type of video, but we didn't hit our goal, which is the bad news. However, the good news, we're still getting paid. We still made money. I think so far we're at, let me see, because we finished last month in terms of ad revenue from you know, Google AdSense from YouTube. I think it was like $419.60. So far as I'm making this video here, let me screenshot this and that way I can show you guys. So far for the month of November, $387.57. And of course it hasn't updated yet for the last day of November. So we'll see if we're over 400 or whatever. We'll see how that goes. So, but I don't think that we're going to hit that 419. You know, it's funny. I even made more videos, which was interesting, but I promoted that content. I made well, not way more videos. I did how many videos? I made 69 videos in November, 56 videos in October. Okay. So I made, more videos in November, but actually made less money or got less views overall, which was interesting. It could be other factors, type of content, whatever, so on. So I made a lot of content. Sometimes maybe making too much content can maybe hurt your channel, whatever. I mean, you hear it all, right? And it's really all an experiment because everybody's channels are different. Everybody's niches are different. Everybody delivers things differently. Some people, it's just so many variables, but that's why you just got to test. And I like testing with bigger numbers that I can kind of see. And it helps me to have more of a clear picture to follow going forward. And that's what we got here. Let me see. I guess you could say good news, we're still getting paid. We should still be around that 419. So it wasn't like we didn't really do anything. We still did pretty good. Hey, I'll still take it. But I've got well over 120 something videos that may trend later on, right? That's happened to me over the years in a lot of different scenarios where I made a video but it didn't really do so well, but got a few views, but it kind of just fell off. And then like a month, 2 months later, 3 months later, all of a sudden just starts taking off. I'm like, that's happened a lot. And I got 100 and something videos to be able to do that. These are 100, I think it's like 125 over the last 2 months from to November, videos that are fairly recent. All of them are fairly recent, and who knows what can happen in December and January and February, etc. So that's great. So that's the good news on that aspect. But I am going to do this though. I am going to do more shorts. I'm noticing when shorts, like when I'll do a batch of shorts, right? And I use like Descript that can just take a lot of my long form content, which is great because I got like 100 some odd videos to choose from, right? And I can just chop them all up and make, who knows, thousands of shorts from them, right? Well, the interesting thing about that, every time I've done that, short views, they don't happen like instantly. Like it takes it a couple days for the algorithm to do whatever it needs to do, and then it starts sharing. So when you start getting views, you get like a lot of views. But the one thing I haven't done, I haven't been very consistent with that. I'll just kind of like upload a batch of videos, 5 or 10 videos, one day for that week and just see what happens. And I'm like, well, okay, like 2 or 3 days later, I'm seeing like a whole lot of views from it. And those views bleed off into the long form videos. Like people watch the short form video and then go to my channel and watch even more the long form video. So I've seen that. I've seen more subscribers. So in November, I'm going to be very consistent with shorts. So I'm going to upload at least, probably not every day, but maybe like every, maybe 3 to 4 times a week, I might upload maybe like 3 to 5, short videos from some of my existing content that I have that I can just chop up and see how that goes if I'm doing it pretty consistently. And because, you know how YouTube is, the more consistent, the better in some cases, right? But maybe, and again, maybe not every day. And even when it comes to my normal long form videos, I've been wanting to be a little bit more creative. I'm usually in this scene right here, but I can definitely do more. And I've been having that itch to actually do more. And so I'm going to experiment with some different things for the month of November. And it's going to be fun. So I'm going to try some new formats, some new things to keep things interesting. And I'm definitely going to be doing some shorts. But overall, I'm having fun. I'm learning a lot. I'm experimenting with a lot and not just, just taking the information and just doing a little bit. I'm trying to do a lot so it can uncover things that can lead me in the right direction going into 2025. That's one reason why I'm making a lot of this content, guys. I'm trying to collapse time frames so I can understand what's working, what's not working, confirm certain things that I hear from other creators as well. And then that kind of gives me confirmation to move in certain directions. So it's pretty much what's happening. But I think overall, everything so far the last couple months have definitely been a success. I've done some things that I've never done before on my YouTube channel. and that's being this consistent, going to stay being consistent, but going to mix some different things in there. So, you know, I might not upload every day, probably still going to try to do it, but I'm definitely, I want to upgrade and do some different things. You'll still see some videos like this, but you may see some different things, some vlog style type videos, some higher produced videos or whatever as well from time to time. So I'm just going to kind of play around. It's December, it's the end of the year. So I'm just going to kind of take some things, what I've learned, try some new things, make some adjustments, and just go from there. That's really all you can do on YouTube, guys. So wherever you're at, don't get discouraged if you're doing something and it's not quite popping just yet. You know, just keep tweaking, stay consistent, make some changes, and just like what I'm doing, I'm going to make a few changes, maybe me uploading every day, multiple times a day. Maybe it had an effect on the channel, in terms of, it's affecting the previous video that was uploaded. I may have heard it all, but all you can really do is just kind of play, especially if you already have that momentum, if your momentum is already there and you're just feeding that momentum, that's different. But if you're trying to build that momentum, go from there. I still think uploading every day can help, whether it's long form one day, short form the next, because it's like they're like two totally different things, right? But they both can affect, like shorts can affect your long form videos. It can affect your results, affect your impact, because people will come from your short form to your long form videos. I've seen the analytics on it, so it works. So I'm going to really, that's one big thing, one big change I'm going to make for the month of November is, for December is I'm definitely going to do more, short form videos. So YouTube shorts. So definitely going to do some of that as well, and really be consistent with it instead of just kind of one day this week and another day the next week. But I just been kind of just playing around. But from what I'm seeing, when you upload, it may not do anything for that day or even the next day, but it's like within 48 hours or so, 2 to 3 days, you start getting a lot of views from it. And so I'm like, okay, all right. I'm just gonna stay consistent. Maybe I'll do shorts like every other day, right? And maybe I might make a regular video, long form video every other day, or maybe every day. I don't know. I'm just gonna play it. I'm just gonna take it day to day. Right. I don't have an exact, all I know is I'm going to be creating something every day. I'm still going to be uploading something on my YouTube channel every day, whether it's a short, whether it's a long form video or both. Every day, something is getting uploaded into my ecosystem on YouTube. And we're just going to play around, see how it goes and kind of go from there. Other than that, I think I'm still going to keep everything pretty much the same. When it comes to the thumbnails, I might have a little bit more thought process in my thumbnails. Probably not all of them, but some, yeah. And again, but so far so good. And again, I don't think I'm going to hit my goal, but I'm still close to my goal from last month, so I'll take that. So hey, still about $400 that, you know what I'm saying? Still $400. But in that regard, we're still the same. So I'm going to make a few tweaks and we'll see how the end of December pans out going into 2025. So that's all I got for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. I told you I'm just going to take you on a journey, keep you posted on what's happening, what's working, what's not working, at least on my channel. And again, I'm not, the major whatever, but I'm just learning as you're learning. I'm just doing a lot more. And so I'm just going to continue to experiment, see what happens, and we're going to make it work. So I'm excited, fired up for the new month of December, and we're going to close out the year strong, and we're going to be ready to rock and roll, kicking off 2025. So that's all I got for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.